grab them. You're actually not supposed to be grabbing them specifically.
And in MMA, it's supposed to be a thin sheen, and it's only supposed to be in designated areas.
Exactly. Kind of the bandit areas is the way they describe it.
All right. We're going to see this thing happen.
Well, we might have some heavy hands coming out.
Ooh. Nice head kick attempt. Didn't really pan out too well, but really good job scrambling and pushing on that takedown.
Exactly. He kind of made lemonade out of lemons there.
Yeah, absolutely. He was able to get full mount for a minute. Kind of a little too aggressive and losing the position instead of putting the hips in and forcing it down. But at the same time, still able to keep that position.
Yeah, he's working.
Yeah, John Henderson's doing great, establishing that good position. He's got that half mount, making it very difficult for Luke Sanders to try and shrimp through and get a full guard.
And he's working. He's working.
He's staying tight.
He's got him against the cage, which is making it a little bit more difficult for Sanders to kind of work off of that.
Yes. And he's driving forward. He's got he's pushing the head into the chin.
See him wall walk like we did in our last, he's a little bit more entangled there, but.
Yes. Yeah, the wall walk's not usually going to work out the way that it did in that last fight.
There. Nice methodical work. Somebody is bleeding back there. I can kind of see it right there, right in front of us. Just a little bit of maybe arm something.
Not 100% sure if it's some blood from the nose
That's what I'm thinking.
Of Luke, or if it's just a little bit of cage rub on the back of the shoulder on the outside that you can't see from the camera, but we can see perfectly right there.
Directly in front of us. They tried to shrimp. Good control on top.
No, they're looking great. I think that John is really establishing that position, but now he loosened up just enough turning away from the cage like that allowed Luke to get that full guard. Going for the slam. And
he kicked him in the face.
Luke wasn't having any of that.
You want to fight now?
I love that Luke immediately let go of the guard and pops up to his feet as soon as he starts getting elevated like that.
Look at that.
Oh! That one was right up the middle. That was, that one didn't even look accidental.
Well,
that was right up the middle. There was no aiming. Hard to blame that one on being an accident. So what happens in this scenario where there's an illegal blow like that?
Well, they get 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Yeah,
up to 5 minutes.
Up to 5 minutes. He can take as much as he wants of it, as little as he wants of it. You're going to have the referee go over there and talk to them. He might assess a point. He might not.
Referee's discretion. Generally, if he gives a warning like that and there's another one, there will be a point deduction.
Yes,
That is
pretty
general
rule.
Big right hand by John Henderson.
Wait until he kicked. Hit him with the 2. Now, again, he's on top, kind of working from this top position.
Making it really hard for Luke to climb up into any offensive posture from the guard.
Yeah, getting right back to being on top again. Kind of like how we were in, round 1.
Earlier.
He's continued.
That break for the groin shot almost feels like it was an entire round ago.
Exactly.
All right, we've got 10 seconds left.
So he's going to finish the round on top. He kind of
landing some big shots.
Yep.
Got the knockdown, too. So I think that this is easily going to be a round that goes to John Henderson. That little scramble at the end, he was still trying to drive forward. And then
they're just fighting.
Yeah. I mean, there were no punches thrown off of that. He was driving forward when the bell rang, so it was kind of a flop over from the momentum. But right here, you see that nice kick attempt where he dropped down but still scrambled through, was able to get that. When he lifts him up to try and slam him, and Luke says, nope. And right to his feet, and then right here, right up the middle. I would say the only reason I think that Tyler gave a warning is he didn't see it from the angle we were able to, both from that camera and from where we're sitting. Yeah. I think that one would have been easy to call flagrant.
Well, I'm not exactly sure what his intent is there. I mean, I know he was pretty angry. He might have just been more reckless with it. But the idea is...
When you're that tight and your knee just goes upward, you're not aiming for a leg. You're just kneeing. And that's...
And that may have been what it is. I'm up. I get to punch now, and I'm going to knee you too while we're at it. Why I get a chance. Right. Because I've just been spending the last, how long on my back.
Right.
And now I need to get going. I wouldn't want to think that he would be malicious. I think it was more aggression. aggression that went awry.
Right. Nice exchange. Again, John Henderson really throwing those hands.
Oh, yeah, he's coming and throwing heavy ones.
Luke trying to grab him. And, ooh, Luke's wobbled.
Oh, yep, it's over, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and
it's
gentlemen.
over, ladies and gentlemen.
John Henderson lands with some big shots and just put
multiple.
Put Luke down.
Yes.
That was a phenomenal finish. Right, probably about the first 20 seconds of round number 2. John Henderson with a nice. Now I want to know if they're going to call that a TKO or a KO.
I think they're going to call it a KO.
I think so too. It definitely looked like Luke's eyes rolled back and he went limp.
Yes,
that was a great finish by John Henderson, coming out getting his second win in the MMA cage.
Well, and here he's sitting down. He's being respectful. He had his moment where he had to celebrate. It is what it is. Then he kind of takes a breather, checking on his opponent. Again, we have the doc in there, checking him out, not letting anybody in yet.
And Luke's sitting up. They're bringing over the stool to let Luke sit on it, but I don't think that the doc's too worried about anything. We're going to let the seconds, the corners come into the cage here really soon after the doc does a couple quick cognitive tests, and then we're going to see this fight go to the actual cards. Let's take it to the cage and make this thing official.
Sounds good.